lot more comfortable in the 14th century. There were values. There was a code of honor. There was ethics that, for me, I feel more comfortable dealing with.
Cheers, Adrianne.
Okay.
Oh, forgot the answer.
The Royal Highnesses of the Middle Kingdom do now go forth on pilgrimage to coronation in Kentucky. When we return, the Royal Majesties of the Middle Kingdom will be delighted to speak with you.
Your Majesty, the soft wings of sprung summer bring us many delights. But lo, even now do the bards and prophets speak of war. Soon I fear a time must come when you must take sword and defend this realm so newly won.
Will you, knowing this burden, sit beside me upon the dragon throne to rule over the children of the dragon with love and compassion, even though war thunders in the distance?
I shall do this.
A lot of ladies, the main events in their lives are, things like getting married and babies and stuff. Mine's coronation. Mine.
Arise, my lady wife, for the Queen of the Middle Kingdom shall suffer to bend her knee to no man. People of the Middle, behold your Queen!
This is the year of our Lord 1407, and I am a metalsmith. Now, my neighbor is in a different time and a different year, but that's the SCA for you. Nobody can really get a handle on exactly where it is because it covers all the way from about 1000 AD to 1600 is what we're supposed to be, but there are some people who slide into about 1650.
I was born in 1537, and Elizabeth was born in 1533, and she paved the way for most of us women. Because at one time, a woman must only take load to her lord. But I, being a strong woman as I am, took load to no man. When my husband went down into the sea, I did not cry long, for I knew I was a wealthy woman and owned many lands. But the Moors would have it not, so I must escape off to York. It was most a wonderful time for women, because there was the only time a woman would be so strong that she would have an age named after her, the Elizabethan age.
I here swear fealty and do homage.
I here swear fealty and do homage.
To the crown of the Middle Kingdom.
To the crown.
A great many people have a genuine love of history and a genuine love of the Middle Ages and wanting an understanding of what it was like to live then. I think suffering through these dresses is probably one of the better ways to understand what it was like in the Middle Ages. We do this for 2 weeks every year with 6,500 other medievalists, and my name is Siobhan Zum-Drachenstein. I am an Irish girl who's married a German mercenary when he came over to conquer the Celts. We live in 1534, thereabouts. We never get out of medieval clothes. We use medieval food. We try to use all medieval utensils. I really like feeling extremely feminine. The gentlemen are exceptional. 6 guys pitch my tent, and they will all make sure that I get home safely. And it, in a sense, it sort of takes the liberation out of it. And there's a lot to be said for that.
My lord, can you tell me, between remove, what do we have?
My good heralds have told me such that in between years from ends of the known world will come forth and entertain us, and as well as since it is befitting upon coronation days, gifts shall be presented to the King of Hearts.
Well, 6 years ago, I was hired as a belly dancer to perform at a feast. I'm Lady Salima, and Salima is a Persian name, which means peace. And I'm about from the early 1600s, and the garb that I'm wearing is from about that time period.
The persona sort of picks you. Okay, you don't really pick it. The persona
what you really are inside, your subconscious, not your conscious mind, draws you to what you are going to be here.
I am the bastard son of a Viking. I'm from Scotland, and I was conceived rather violently.
This particular garb is from the 15th century. It's Philip of Spain. It was taken from a painting, and it is quite gorgeous. There's 500 pearls on it, for instance. And when I walk through the hall, they assume I am somebody of great importance.
What is a medieval king? Not anybody in particular.
I am Lord Sirhan al-Sayani, Ibn Atai Akar el-Diablo. I live in the year 1187 in the city of Baghdad.
For public affairs, I'm an executioner. I run an improv comedy torture chamber. I know that sounds weird, but that's what we do.
I am basically a huge, I have fled from Catholic France to Protestant England in the 1580s, so that I am a resident of Queen Elizabeth's court. And I'm also losing my voice from singing madrigals for Her Majesty. I think there's a part of us that harkens to the chivalry of the era, and so it appeals to something within us that we'd like to see in the 20th century.
I went to see my dear, the candles they were burning, the moon shone bright and clear. I knocked upon her window to ease her on her pain. She rose to let me in, then she barred the door again. This morning I came off the field from my Archer Champions battle. The archers are usually the most abundant because everyone can participate.
Chivalry is the embodiment of everything that we do here. And everything else is just trappings. The honorable conduct of war is chivalry. And archery is a part of that conduct of war. In my time period, in the 1400s, were a lot of English mercenaries. And the English longbow companies were a very important part of that war, of those wars.
So what I did here is a South Indian style bow made out of bamboo with a Japanese knock ending. And this bow you can go like that. This little bow would shoot about half a mile. When you look at it, people say, oh, it's just a kid's toy. It bends completely the other way, the opposite way. Consciously, I removed myself and just make a way of living where I can practice an art that not many people do. There are not many bow makers around in the world. And somehow, when you start working on traditional bows, you're rediscovering an old art, an old way of doing things. It makes a connection somehow. I'm a spy in this time, so to say. I live in an old time, but I'm spying on the 21st century, the way people are behaving.
It's not overly chauvinistic. I think actually the men are more secure in this society because things are better defined.
Everyone in the whole encampment is working now towards war. You'll see a lot more people out on the field, and with the major battles starting tomorrow, everyone will be getting their armor inspected, training.
I'm very pleased that he fights for me. He does me much honor whether he wins or loses. Sometimes in society there's more honor in dying than there is in winning, especially if it's an honorable death.
I struck him a wound that he deemed would have been fatal had it been done with a real sword. And as an honorable gentleman that he is, he fell over his stick to signify his death. Fortunately, in the SCA, we believe in resurrection. And he may rise to fight again.
The Norman shape is very popular. The round tops are very popular. This is a Norman, Gallic type H. It's got the fluted eyebrows on there. The price range for helmets is usually $240 up to $600 or $700.
You accept credit card?
Visa and MasterCard.
All right, well, thank you. I will see you at the commander meeting.
No, take care. Strategy meetings at 6 and court at 6:30. I've got to get myself ready to go to those and hopefully get supper sometime. My Delta champions came out to scare the Eastern champions from the field. I had lost that one as well. It'll move to the woods, and my army should come out of the woods victorious.
Both armies tunnel down this road. For the first, once you enter the woods, then you can spread out any way you want to. Within seconds, you're going to be in combat.
Immediately from here, break through this area, scour this section of the woods. If you can avoid it, don't engage.
More important than the truth. In the field battle, it could be a different 100-man unit sweeping around and you have nothing to counter it.
That's another reason for us to bring pressure on.
We're here sewing for Their Highnesses, Her Excellency. Since we're in the back of the Royal Encampment, we have electricity. Most people don't get this as a luxury. I like to sew, and I have a lot of costumes, and I would not hand sew my clothes. If it meant that you had to completely hand sew everything, I'd find another group. We're creative anachronists. That means that we try and bring the past into the present time, not, do everything exactly that way because it's completely impractical for us. We don't want fleas, and, we like flush toilets and all that sort of stuff. It's basically the Middle Ages as we would like it to be. I've always wanted to go back to the period of Henry VIII and see what it really looked like. It's nice. I get away from the real world. It's just a total escape. It's wonderful. And we'll be dancing later. I'll be sweating.
also was pulled back again, losing. We come to the field now. The two major armies will clash, and we shall see who the victor is.
My name is Randall. I am King of the East. David and I, before the battle, will meet in the center of the field, decide that our differences cannot be settled in any way but battle, and shake hands, be friends, go back to our lines, commence the battle, and see who is victorious.
Ready your weapons and on warlike harness. The king rides to greet us at Shrewsbury town. He'll pay what he owes me or fight on the morrow. The blue line of Percy will bloody the ground.
He's running the edge real tight. He's had like 3 hours sleep.
Get your helmets, your weapons and armor, array on the field.
Calm down. They can't start without you.
Yes, they can.
David, calm down.
Palomar started as soon as she could.
You listen to your knight. All right? I mean it. You listen to your knight. Stephen Malcolm. And sit down. All the things. My dad.
2 minutes before the cannon sounds, it's quiet. You look to your left and you look to your right, and you see soldiers with shields and swords and pikes, spears, axes. And you have about 2 minutes of just straight, pure tension.
The Eastern Army stands alone upon the battlefield. The mid-round forces, unafraid, our doom today have sealed.
Casualties, and last I heard he was still up and running. I do too hope the king's okay. He's a very special person to me.
The queen for whom they fight this day is a lady brave and fair. They say she fights a war of her own which none of us can share.
Have you seen him?
Still up, still having a good time.
Is he having a good time? Who's he got with him?
Most of the original group plus a bunch of people are forming on him. Okay, right now he's sort of got Stephen Bellatrix in a bad way.
Good, I hope he kills Bellatrix.
Good night, Majesty. After report that we have.
A fighter fights to win the war when victory is nigh. But when outnumbered by the foe for glory, he will die.
Yes, we fight to the death. The death of many deaths. We kill each other, rise, shake hands, our friends, and go back to our camps and party.
That's a lot longer than I thought.
I know.
I got to feel.
I'm glad you're okay.
That's fine.
Love you.
Well, there's the proof that the movies aren't the only place you can go to immerse yourself in another world. You could always join the Society for Creative Anachronism. If you're interested in becoming a member, call information and ask if there's someone living near you called Richard Lionheart. If there is, you've found your local society representative. I'll be back in a moment.
No ordinary workshop, this. Think of it as a small corner of Camelot. The man in the iron mask is Eric Dubé.
It must have been incredible just seeing a war through this kind.
Convinced he was born 400 or 500 years too late, he's the only person in the country turning out suits fit for warrior kings and their knights.
Well, it must have been pretty impressive seeing your beloved knight going to battle in all shining armor and stuff.
In fact, he fancies himself as a kind of modern-day Sir Lancelot. And like many a knight in shining armor, he is not without his admirers.
But he does look impressive in his armor. He looks very impressive.
For Dubé, it's been trial and error. The fact is there are no how-to books or videos on making medieval armor. He works mainly from sketches.
It must have been pretty impressive seeing this charging you.
And he doesn't just make armor, he wears it in combat. Hard to believe, but there are others, a dozen or so in Montreal, that share Dubé's medieval mania. At the local Y every week, they come to do battle. Much of their armor is made by Dubé. Some of it comes from a more modern age. And these guys do take it seriously. They don't fool around. Dubé's passion has captured the imagination of a lot of people. What well-furnished house is complete without a suit of iron? The orders just keep coming in. He's managed to turn his passion into a thriving business. These things aren't cheap, over $1,000, but he can hardly keep up with demand.
Usually I can't do enough. I always get overloaded of orders during springtime. It goes all through the Christmas time. At least it's paying off now today, because all the time I invested in doing this, I can sell and even live off of it. So
these days, he's making time to build himself a new suit. The old one's kind of battered, and now he's thinking seriously of building.
Le bonheur est rond.
Qui joue au jeu?
Il y en a beaucoup qui jouent au jeu sur table, qui mettent des pièces. Quand ils jouent au jeu, ils mettent ça sur la table, ça donne l'atmosphère au jeu.
Puis des trophées, j'ai entendu parler que parfois ils donnaient une pièce comme trophée.
Oui, ça se peut, oui. Des fois, ça arrive. Mais souvent, la fois, ce qui arrive, c'est qu'ils ont évolué, les jeux de rôle sont rendus grandeur nature. Ils jouent plus sur des tables, ils sont rendus dans les bois, puis eux autres, ils veulent des costumes. Puis je fais affaire avec eux autres.
Ça coûte combien, un gars?
Un gars, à faire, un gars, ça reviendrait des alentours de...
For those less erotically minded, there's always the medieval mall.
Queens, bring your coppers, your cash and your coaches. Tanguisto's conducting a royal spending spree. She's challenged the scum to a battle of bargains. She'll out-nicker Catherine in Kent Shopper Street. So summon the haggler and grab the exchequer. The Queen's going shopping at Pennsic today. Her wagon is laden with gold, milk and butter. Tanguisto will triumph in this tourney of trade. Love like this is seldom.
For one young couple, this year's gathering is special.
Just be happy for my lady, and me, and for our great love.
My name is Leon of Clanford-Shawn.
And I'm Kai of Clanford-Shawn.
And this year we'll be getting married tonight at a hand-fasting ceremony held in the camp. And they take your two hands and they bind them together, sort of like the bonds of marriage. And then you're married.
Every U.S. state is part of a different mythical kingdom, and after the wedding, the various kingdoms go to war.
We fight for crown and kingdom, for glory shall we die. We're going to put the ground down, we're beast, we're going to try.
The 2 weeks culminate in a massive 3,000-member field battle. This gives me a legal, safe, societally acceptable way of releasing these things that we don't have a place for in our society. You know, my wife and I have this concept of the dangerous man or the dangerous woman. There's some of us need this.
Our mission is to stop their right-hand unit from flanking. We must engage them head on.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Fight to the finish. The army with the most outstanding wins, and a new king and queen chosen. Score is kept on the honor system, and honor prevails. If a knight receives what would have been a fatal blow, he must lie down. Marshals stand by to keep things safe. Action is halted to allow the dead to clear the battlefield and allow wenches to water their knights. And then the fighting begins again. Afterwards, the king and queen honor the victors.
My lordies, it is the opinion of these your peers that you have shown the qualities of spirit and honor, of courtesy, of speed on the field, and a good right grasp that betoken a member of our most noble order of the chivalry.
British Cacique!
Although some society members say they would rather have lived back then, others are happy just to spend a few days living out the fantasy.
Do I prefer this to the 20th century world? No. I really am fond of things like hot showers, antibiotics, and central heating. On the other hand, we've lost in the 20th century the values of courtesy, which is not opening doors, but it's taking a real conscientious effort to do what is best to make the world a better place.
Oh, you take the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll get to Pennsic before ye. And then me and friends, well, we all will meet again round the bonny, bonny campfire of Pennsic.